Hello everyone, welcome back to some bridge. Today is the Super Sunday Daylong. BBO does one of these every Sunday. I don't I don't especially plan what days I'm going to play on BBO. I just feel like it some days and don't other days. If I were going to pick, Sunday would be a good day to pick because it's 12 boards of real bridge instead of 8 boards of stuff that sometimes isn't real bridge. I say real bridge. I guess the deals are still rigged, so it's only partially real. Anyway, so we're playing match points. But it's not just declare. We are bidding the hands. Yeah, I mean, I guess you bid 2 spades here. You could pass, because we can't really have a game with partner as a passed hand. But that just makes it too easy for opponents to interfere with clubs, and they might find a way to, find a good save, right? If I pass and West bids 2 clubs, I'm happy to compete with 2 spades. But then what if East bids 3 clubs? Now I'm not so sure. 2 spades ought to buy the contract. And it's not in that much danger compared to 1 spade. So we have what? 4 spades and 2 diamonds is 6 tricks. We need 2 more? We might make one only spade. Because it seems pretty likely that we can get a ruff in clubs or hearts, but rather unlikely we're going to get 2. And there's not really any other source of tricks unless East has the ace-king of hearts. Seems unlikely. East would have led that suit probably. So, I mean, I think we may as well hope that's what East has. Win and play a heart. But unsurprisingly, it doesn't work. Okay. So the fact that they led another heart instead of a spade seems like good news, because we might be able to ruff the 3rd heart low and the 4th heart high. And then if spades are 3-2, we would have enough tricks. Do we have enough entries for that? I guess so. King of diamonds, ace of diamonds, ruff low, spade to the ace, ruff high. We can't at that point get back to hand to finish drawing trump, though. And so there could be a trump promotion if West has the last spade. But it might be difficult for the opponents to find that, so I think it's worth a shot. You might imagine some line where you ruff a heart low, and then instead of ruffing the last heart high, you play a heart and pitch a diamond, and then try to ruff the diamond low. But I don't think that's ever going to bear fruit. Might as well play the 7 if you're going to ruff low, right? Don't have to ruff that low. Is it urgent to play a spade to the ace and then ruff a heart high? Or could I play a minor suit to some advantage somehow? I think it's a bad idea to play a minor, right? Because that just gives the opponents 2 chances to take that promotion that I was talking about. Yeah. Okay. If East has the last spade, we're solid, and maybe if West has it, they might make a mistake. Good overtake. Yeah, well, I'm not sure there was anything I could have done there. Besides passing 1 spade, I guess, which would have worked. I believe on the Super Sundays they don't give you barometer scores, so we're not going to see how we're doing until we're done. But I'm not sure. All right, what does the computer think? It says indeed that we are down. unless East plays the king of clubs at trick 1, because that would set up the jack. Did I ever have a chance? I guess the easier, well, whatever. No, I never did. Okay. I mean, this seems like a pretty normal result, but it isn't clear to me whether it's above average or below average, because I think it will be not unpopular to pass a spade, and those players who can wrap up 7 tricks in 1 spade would beat me. I don't think West is that likely to bid over a spade. On the other hand, I wouldn't be surprised if the average BBOer can't take 7 tricks on that hand. No, that's crazy. Of course you can take 7 tricks. 4 spades, 2 diamonds, and 1 ruff is easy to come up with. I got a second ruff, but it cost me a trump trick, so I didn't really do any better. So, this is probably below average. Call it 30. Oh, I was going to bid 1 no trump, but that's illegal. East has opened 4 hearts. You're supposed to look at what's happened before you decide what to do. This is not great. 4 no is obviously crazy, especially since it chose minors and not an attempt to play no trump. If I could bid 3 no over a 3 heart call, that would be kind of aggressive, but not crazy. Doubling, I think I just have to pass. If I double, partner's probably going to bid 4 spades and go down. I guess I pass, and if partner has something, he can double, but he probably won't, and he doesn't. And I'm leading, I guess, a diamond? Wow! That's an interesting dummy. Okay, no, I don't want to look at that. I want to look at this. East, okay. I want to look at the previous trick. Queen, 3-6 ace. Dummy has nothing except for 8 excellent clubs. I have 3 clubs, which means there are only 2 left for these 2 players to hold. Queen 3-6. So, East has many more hearts than partner does, obviously, right? Probably something like 8-3-0-2. Which means that any card that isn't a heart, partner is a favorite to hold compared to declarer. So I think actually odds are the declarer has no clubs. I wouldn't say this is like guaranteed, but I think it's more likely than not. And even if declarer does have a club, they probably don't have 2. And with just 1 club, I think you would rather play a club to the ace, hoping to drop the queen, rather than a low club to the jack. So declarer has... The reason I'm asking this is because if declarer has just 1 club, I should win this and play a club immediately so that partner can ruff the second round. But if declarer has no clubs, it would be a disaster to lead a club. And I think declarer is more likely to have no clubs than to have 1. So I'm going to leave that suit alone and hope it works out. I mean, it's pretty much free to overruff this. It's costing me a trump trick, probably. Although, let's think a little bit more about declarer's shape. If we believe 0 clubs and 8 hearts, we've seen 2 spades. That would leave Declare 3 diamonds, which means actually partner would be the one roughing this 3rd diamond, and I could get another heart trick with the jack. Okay. Hey! Good boy. Good boy, partner. Good robot. Huh. I wonder about partner declining to overtake the 2nd spade. He knows he can get in with the king of diamonds, so I guess there's no rush. But does he know he can get in with diamonds twice? Wouldn't it be safer to overtake, give me a spade rough? No, it wouldn't, because Declare... Well, no, Declare can't pitch a diamond while that's happening, because that's just losing a trick. It says you can do either way. Interesting. Uh, 14 balanced. We'll open a club. Pass or correct? I correct back to spades, partner. Pretty strong hand for 2 spades, 2 hearts. I'm not saying you shouldn't bid it. This looks like the right bid, but it's about the strongest you could be. Seems... well... maybe we could get a heart rough, actually. If we play king, ace of hearts, and a heart, then we won't have an entry back to hand, right? Maybe I should have won... maybe I should have played the king of spades? Because then the little one could be an entry to the jack. Maybe I'll attack clubs instead. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, right. East roughed once, so he started with 2 spades, which means West started with 3. That's funny. So West could have won the ace here and then cleared trump. Or indeed won the ace and cashed a heart. But it doesn't end up actually mattering. Because even when I lead this, I pitch a heart, but it doesn't matter. And West ends up winning the last round with the ace anyway. So, setting up clubs did sort of work. I'm not sure if that was all that great for me. It says I could have made more over tricks. King from dummy, king ace of hearts and a heart. No, because if I ever try to use a spade as an entry, West can win and draw the last spade. So maybe... When did I drop a trick, I wonder? Here, when I tried to ruff the club... Well, when I led a club too soon. I should have drawn trump first. Yeah, I mean, if I had known that West had ace-jack fourth, I would have done that. And then when West played low here, for some reason I just believed that the jack was over there and there was no point roughing. But I don't think I had much evidence for that. It just seemed like... I don't risk very much by pitching something here, I think. I don't know. Played that one by feel. It turned out okay, but not necessarily great. You think this one's worth forcing the game with? 12 points, 3-card support, a doubleton. I think, they teach beginners that 25 points, well, when I was learning, they taught that you need 26 points for a major suit game. And I say they, the, two random people who are not especially good at bridge, taught me, their cheat sheet for beginners was that you need 26 points to make a major suit game, 28 or 29 points to make a minor suit game, and 25 points to make a no-trump game. So 12 up, and partner opens 12, I have 12, we have 25. That might be enough for a game using, These days they teach people that 25 is probably fine for a game in majors or no-trump. This is only 12 plus 12, could be only 24. We should invite game. But of course, okay, the short hearts are useful. And also, something that I feel like a lot of players... I'm sure, the good players know this. But I feel like a lot of kind of average club players in the U.S. are not aware that there's a difference between... They know there's a difference between, 20 points opposite 3 points or whatever. Or, say, 20 opposite 4. If you, open 2 no-trump and your partner has 4 points, bidding 3 no isn't that great. Whereas, they don't really think about how that extends down to lower amounts of points. 12 opposite 12 is still much better than, 17 opposite 7. Because you're more flexible about which hand... You can get to both hands many times and lead towards whatever honors or lead whatever suits you need to from the appropriate place. And so even if you believe that 25 is a good metric for a game, 12 opposite 12 is generally good enough. And this is something that, I feel like weak no-trump players especially appreciate. Where if partner opens a weak no-trump showing 12 to 14... and you have 12, it's obviously we're going to go to game. Whereas if partner opens a 15 to 17 no-trump, and, I guess, I don't know, if you have 10, the book says, yeah, of course you should bid game. If you have 9, it says, well, maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. So, I don't know. I guess I've just proved that strong no-trump players know this just as well as I do. But that's in their no-trump structure, right? If they open a minor and then rebid one no showing 12 to 14, and your partner has 12, they're like, I don't know, maybe we could be in game if partner has 13. I don't know. Anyway, I think this is probably good enough to bid 2 clubs. And that's probably what the field is going to do. But I could understand downgrading this to 1 no 3 spades, I think. Okay, double fit is quite nice. I guess I'll... So I think Gibb plays Fast Arrival, which I gave a miniature lecture about Fast Arrival to a pair we played against last week at the club. Fast versus slow arrival is a concept that came along when 2/1 was kind of being invented and popularized. The idea was, and is, if you're in a game force, in a spot like this, I could bid 3 spades, showing that we already should know we have game forcing values. I'm telling partner that we have a spade fit, and therefore a spade game is certainly a possible contract. But it leaves room for other contracts, for exploring at the 4 level. And if I bid 4 spades, I'm also telling partner we have a game in spades. The difference is, one takes up more space and one takes up less. What should you do with that difference? And the 2/1 fast versus slow arrival people will tell you, well, you should save the slow bid, like 3 spades, for when you have a better hand and want to explore for slam. And you should bid 4 spades when you think slam is just not in the picture, because it takes away all the space. And there are some hands where that's appropriate, but the fast versus slow arrival people over-apply this lesson and put it into more of their system than they should. And this is an option where, if you have good agreements, they should not be fast versus slow arrival, because both players are unlimited. Okay, in the free Super Sunday Daylong, the deals are rigged, and so I know partner has only 12 points, and so we aren't going to get to slam. But in a real auction with humans and fair deals, for all we know, partner has 20 points, right? We could have a slam, and I wouldn't know. And if I bid 4 spades, yeah, I'm telling partner I have a minimum, and so he'll know to be careful about exploring for slam. But if he wants to do it anyway, I've taken away a ton of useful room. And imagine if I had 15 points. That's not really enough to say, oh, I want to go slamming. 3 spades, let's slam, partner. But it is enough that if partner weren't sure about what to do, he might wish he could explore over 4 spades but be unable to, because I took away too much room. So you should really only use fast arrival versus slow arrival as a way to show minimum versus maximum, respectively, when the other partner is limited. I'm trying to think of an example of when that could happen. Like, partner opens a minor, we rebid something, partner bids 1 no, that limits partner. Then we do 4th suit game forcing, and then raise partner's suit. That's a slow approach that, maybe if we had raised partner's suit to a high level, we would be signing off. If we raised to a low level, we might be saying, let's look around for slam, something like that. Where partner's limited and I'm unlimited. And by just telling partner I'm not interested in slam, that's all he needs to know. Anyway, so, what... A popular agreement among people who don't subscribe to the fast versus slow arrival all the time philosophy is something called picture bids, where the idea is that 4 spades it eats up a ton of space. It costs you a lot if you're looking for slam, and so it should mean something very specific, so the partner doesn't need that space. And the idea for a picture bid is that you have support for partner's suit, and you have a good other suit, that could be a source of tricks, and you have very little in the side suits. It's a perfect picture, of your hand. It's just the 2 suits I've bid, and minimum-ish. And there's a difference, if you have enough room, sometimes you can make a picture bid that, jumps to the 3 level versus jumps to the 4 level. In this case, we don't have that space. And they distinguish in that case by saying, okay, in one of those cases you have 1 control in the side suits versus in the other case you have no controls in the side suits. So Gib plays fast arrival, and furthermore, we know partner doesn't actually have a good hand because the deals are rigged. If the deals weren't rigged, I would be bidding 3 spades here. But since they are, I'm just going to bid 4 spades. Even though we have a double fit, there's just no realistic chance that we could find a slam, because partner can't have much of a hand. And here, it's actually surprisingly close, right? If partner's queen of diamonds and queen of spades were instead the ace of spades, that's a hand partner could possibly have. And then we would have play for 6, although it wouldn't be especially good. So here we have 4 spades, 2 hearts, and 4, hopefully, clubs. But perhaps only 3. If we guess the suit wrong. I guess counting on 4 spades is a little premature. The suit could be 5-0, but usually 4. We can produce another trick by roughing a heart. But you want to make sure you can also draw trump. And like roughing a heart does take away your trump control a little bit. I think it's fine. We win the king of hearts, and we can afford 1 round of spades, just in case some funny business is up. And then the 8 is interesting. I don't think it's that interesting. We can't afford another spade because someone could win the ace and return a 3rd spade, preventing our ruff. So we could only play 1 spade. Okay, very happy to see the 9 fall, because mostly just because it means the suit is 3-2, I guess. So ruff high. Is there some universe where we could use the diamonds as a threat suit for a squeeze? I haven't really been counting them. Obviously, the West played the king or the ace or something. One of those. Before switching to a heart. Because I'm imagining, like, okay, it's natural here to cash the jack of spades pitching a diamond. But couldn't I cash the jack of spades pitching a club? Club to the ace, diamond ruff, club to the queen, and then if a player happens to have 4 clubs and the king jack of diamonds, they will have already been squeezed by the jack of spades. And if that doesn't happen, I can always just still... I think that's true. Okay, definitely no squeezing has occurred, and the clubs are good. But I think that line was a slight improvement over just pitching a diamond and cashing the clubs. Oh, 1 diamond, partner. Really? This is like, okay, it's 14 points, but it's a very good 14 when partner opens a diamond, because I have this source of tricks in spades. My king and queen are hopefully filling out partner's diamond suit. And so if partner just has like 3 aces, we have quite a reasonable shot at a slam, right? Yeah. 3 aces and 5 diamonds. That's all I ask. And so here, although I know the deal is rigged such that partner doesn't have any more than 14 points, I'm still interested in slam. We play 2 spades as weak, don't we? No. Strong. Soloway jump shifts. I do like Soloway jump shifts. One of the few things I like about Gibbs' system, although apparently I didn't even remember it. I don't think this hand is suitable for a Soloway jump shift. It's not that strong, but I did want to check what we play. I will bid 1 only spade. Partner's 1 no trump. A little disappointing, but still not total bucket of ice water. Because, again, partner could have, like, 5 diamonds and 3 aces. Or, indeed, I mean, it's not even that bad because we know now partner has 2 spades, right? At least. And even if partner only has 4 diamonds, like he could have... Well... You can't really have 3 aces and a king anymore. I guess you never could given the rigged deals, but... Yeah, maybe Slam has just, like, evaporated. Unless partner has specifically 5 diamonds, which is hard to find out. Might as well poke around and see, though. Oh. Rebiddable diamonds. Well, that really ought to be a 5-card suit. I hope partner thinks this is forcing. Good. I think 4 diamonds is the call here. Just like as a way to try to emphasize to partner that what I'm really worried about is... The thing is, Gib doesn't get it. If I like bypass clubs telling him I have diamonds, he doesn't understand that means that I'm worried about clubs. He just like understands me as Q-bidding stuff up the line. But I think I should tell partner that I'm interested in Slam, that I have a useful card in diamonds. You know, this tooltip says it's the ace, but hopefully he'll get the picture. And if I can encourage him to bid keycard, or maybe 4 hearts, we could keycard at that point. Okay, so with a good partner and a good system, this heart bid should imply a club control. Because I already said I don't have one. If you didn't have one, we should be signing off. I don't really trust him that much. Like, I think he's probably... He could easily be lying to me, but I think it's worth a try. If West cashes the ace and king of clubs, it'll be disappointing, but this will be a lesson in, like, how to bid hands well, even though Gib doesn't bid them well. And this is a stretch. Okay, partner has 2 aces. I'm assuming they're diamonds and hearts and the king of clubs? I don't know. We could easily go wrong here. No, it's just we're going to lose 2 club tricks. This... Oh! Ah, okay. If East had just the singleton ace. So, I don't know. I mean, like... This, in a sense... Oh, I can't claim because the spades might be 5-0. I could blame Gib for this. I knew, like, Gib doesn't... It's sort of Gib's fault, in a way. In that, you know, he bids this 4 hearts whether he has the ace of clubs or not, and so I just am guessing as to whether he has the ace of clubs. You know, I know that that's how Gib bids, and so I was guessing. I knew I was guessing. But even if he doesn't have the ace of clubs, he could have the king. Like if West has ace queen or something, we would still be okay. It's kind of like shameful to wind up in 6 spades when we're just obviously off 2 cashing tricks, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it with Gib's shitty system, right? Like over 4 hearts, I could bid 4 spades and partner would surely pass. But then we could be missing a good slam. Or I could bid 5 diamonds, emphasizing again that I don't have anything in clubs. Like, if you have the king, maybe we could get there. But he still wouldn't know what to do, so I don't know. This is how the auction should go with a strong pair, except over 4 diamonds, North should bid 4 spades, and South should respect that and sign off. But using Gibbs systems, you just like can't be accurate there. I had to guess something, and I guessed that we would try a slam because it's more fun. Really? What the hell is wrong with you, partner? What do you mean, oh, you hate spades and you're now going to wander in? You must have a lot of diamonds. Because otherwise you would be bidding these hearts straight away. Okay. I mean, I have even more spades? Okay, great. I accept. We will play your suit. Yeah, 4 diamonds. Kind of weird. You would think... I don't know. I mean... Yeah, I guess what are you supposed to do? Okay. So we have probably 5 hearts and 2 aces is 7 tricks. We can set up an 8th in clubs. We're still short a couple. We can ruff a diamond with the 7, and that would be 9. The 10th trick appears elusive. One way we could get a 10th trick would be as if we ruff 2 diamonds in the south hand, and then when we play the king, somebody drops an otter. That way we could still take 5 heart tricks despite having ruffed with the ace. Could we possibly set up the spades? I don't think so. Like, maybe you could establish them if the suit were 3-3, but you couldn't enjoy them because you'd have to finish drawing trump and the opponents would just cash their diamonds. What if we could win 2 club tricks? If West had doubleton ace of clubs. That might do it. So, like, it's natural here. My first inclination was to jump on the ace of diamonds, having no choice. Ace of spades, pitching a club. Small club to the queen. And then eventually I'll get to the north hand with a club or a spade. Ruff. I'll ruff my 1 diamond and I'll get back and I'll, like, draw trump. But I don't think there's actually any reason to pitch a club, is there? It looks natural because it reduces your number of club losers, but... These diamond, like the last diamond here, it's a loser too. You're not going to be able to ruff it. Even in, like, you know, in Disneyland, you could only ruff 2 of these. Ace, ruff, ruff. The last one is a loser for sure. So you might as well throw that away. I don't think it's a useful squeeze thread or anything. And maybe the last club actually is a winner, not a loser. So in that case, why cash the ace of spades? Good question. Seems like a bad play. Okay. I sort of forgot that I had this idea of maybe roughing roughing a diamond with the ace. Can I afford to rough this with the 10? I think so. Alright, spades are 3-3. Yeah, if I had roughed this diamond with the ace, that would have worked. And now I think it will not. Nothing will work. Yeah, and I'm even going to lose another heart as well. I'm going to go down 2. Oh. Spades aren't 3-3. Is this the 3rd round of spades? Yeah, roughing high. Ugh, disaster. Could have made this contract instead of going down 2. That would have been much better. Says I'm actually down. I guess I didn't play a second round earlier, and so when everyone followed to the second round, I got confused and thought it was the third round. But I guess my issue is I just don't have enough entries to do everything. If at this point I'd lead a small spade, ruff, diamond ruff high, now I don't have a way back to my hand, and he ends up getting a second trick promoted one way or another. But I did that while also losing a diamond. I see. I need to not play any trumps, and eventually somehow East ends up having to lead the suit, maybe? I don't know. Well, that shouldn't be a good board. We're in an okay contract that, I mean, isn't very likely to make, but is sort of hard to avoid. I could have doubled 2 diamonds. I think that would be irresponsible. Partner would probably just bid 2 hearts. I don't know. Passing it for penalty seems pretty out there. Anyway, it's... I don't imagine the average BBOer is doing much worse on that hand than I did. 25% maybe? Anyway, oh, we play support doubles, don't we? I dislike support doubles, but not for any very good reason. My main problem with them is that many people who play support doubles make this double on any hand at all with 3-card trump support. And, like, yeah, that's useful, but it's not the only thing partner needs to know. And it might be your last chance to make a bid that's at a lowish level, right? What if West bids 3 diamonds now? And you've doubled to show 3 hearts. You haven't shown your range at all, really. You might find yourself in an uncomfortable position. A more tightly defined support double I would be in favor of, and there are good players who play them. I don't know exactly what the details are. But anyway, Gib wants me to double here, and I don't super mind doing it. No, we're definitely passing this. Really nice hearts, partner. Not that his hearts should be any stronger. It's just a little disappointing. I guess I'll put in the jack. Like, it probably doesn't win, but it might. Okay. And it's less risky to put in the jack now than it is to win the king and then later play low to the jack. I have plenty... doing it this way tangles up the spades, and so sometimes you're supposed to win the king and then take the finesse. But in this case, I have plenty of entries to the south hand, so I don't really care that the spades have gotten tangled. Jack? That's interesting. I don't think there's any reason to over-rough that. I'm going to play the clubs rather than trumps here. Just in case the opponents end up... Yeah, because now I can, like, rough the last club. Although, I actually was not paying any attention. Did the clubs... The opponents won the last club with the queen, right? They didn't rough it. The jack's a winner. So if the remaining hearts are divided 1-1, I can play a low heart here, ruff in, and then, well, just cross ruff. But if one player has both hearts and I play a low one here, they'll win both hearts and then cash a spade or a diamond or something. And I would go down 2. If I lead a club and ruff it high, I guarantee going down 1. I don't know. I guess I'll just do that. I should have paid more attention. It's a good thing I did not try exiting with a heart. Although I guess it would have been... No, it wouldn't have been fine. East would have won and cashed a spade. Yeah, West roughs this. Yeah, okay. I don't regret much about that hand. If I could see all the cards, I probably could have done a little better, but I don't think I did anything egregious. 17 points. The opponent's both bidding. Don't really think you can bid here. How does he play 1 no? He does play it as, like, this hand. It's still not a good enough reason to do it. You're really stepping out there asking to get creamed if you overcall a natural 1 no trump when the opponents are both bidding. Okay. Huh. If we play low, West certainly wins the Jack of Clubs. But if we win the King, West may get 4 club tricks. Alright, if West has Jack X, then by playing the King here, we get a club early, and Declarer still really only has 2 club tricks. And by playing low, I kind of open myself up to potential end plays in clubs. So you would prefer to play the King if West has Jack X. But if West has Jack third, playing the King is disastrous. You give West 4 clubs instead of 3. So the question is partner leading the 9 from 9 singleton against this auction? Like, we know partner has 5 hearts, perhaps even more. He hasn't led that suit. Let's do some point counting. 6 here. I have 17 is 23. Declarer has 13 on average. Give or take 1, right? That's the middle of the 1 no range. So partner has 4 points, give or take 1. I think they're in hearts, or partner would be leading the suit. He must be afraid of blowing something up in hearts. Does that tell me anything about partner's length in clubs? Not really. If partner had 6 hearts, he would probably lead them anyway, right? Even though, like, whatever. There's just so much potential upside. So I think partner has only 5 hearts. Which gives Declarer 4, which means he doesn't have a 5-3-3-2 pattern. So Declarer has only 4 diamonds as well. Still doesn't help me that much with figuring out which major Declare has 3 of and which he has 2. Which black suit Declare has 4 of and which he has 3 and which 2. I think you should play safe and play low here. It costs us some tempo and might set me up for a later end play in clubs, but the possibility of giving Declare a club trick is too dangerous. I'm going to assume partner's leading a doubleton, not a singleton. Okay. I was wrong, but it didn't cost too much. That was one of the reasons that play was safe-ish. So Declare has 3 clubs. That tells us a lot, right? We expect something like 2, 4, 3, 4. Partner pitches the 7 of hearts. Well, let's give him the good news, okay, before he pitches any more winners. Okay, he doesn't have any entries, so that explains why he didn't lead the suit. Does partner have the ace-jack of diamonds? What the hell? Those are interesting points to have. Maybe I didn't do well by leading hearts. Huh. We beat the contract, but I feel as though we could have done better. I got the shapes wrong, too. Partner did have 6 hearts. It says partner has to lead a heart. Yeah, okay, I see. Because partner actually has a late diamond entry to the hearts. So me attacking hearts was the right idea, even though it didn't enable partner to cash any hearts. It sort of forced Declarer to cash out at this point. Whereas if I hadn't attacked hearts, Declarer would have the luxury to do other stuff. Although what is not clear. Declare even had to take the risky spade finesse. I don't know why he knew it was right. And then partner. Lovely partner. I guess despite having, I mean, I don't know. I guess partner doesn't know I'm going to have to overtake with the king. And even if I do overtake with the king, he thinks I'll have nothing but winners in my own hand because Declarer has played all of his honors already. Sure, I guess. I mean, but partner knows I have the king of diamonds. So he could play the ace, cash the hearts, and then jack of diamonds is a winner. Or jack to my king, either way. That's something I can say for sure, is the partner knew I had the king of diamonds. And so he could claim all the rest. Apparently, partner did enough detective work to conclude that I could also claim all the rest, and he politely let me have it. I'm not sure I 100% believe that, but okay. Good for you. I guess he knows I have the king of spades, and the declarer has only 1 spade. So I have the king of diamonds, 2 spade winners, and the king of clubs. You're right. He knows my exact hand. Except that the jack of spades and the 7 of spades might be switched, which doesn't matter. A very funny partner. Wow, what a hand! Yikes! 18 points and 4 card support? I'm in love! Actually, this is an instructive hand. This is the kind of hand I feel like many beginners would bid wrong. Ultra super duper beginners might bid 4 spades with this hand to show strength. But we're not going to, assume that people know that that's not what you're supposed to do. Many might bid 2 no trumps, showing 4 card support and a game force. The problem is Jacoby 2-no does not really work very well unless you have a balanced hand. I mean, it's mechanically it's fine. There's nothing, you never have to like show your shape or something, but it takes away the room you need to describe the shape of your hand. And so what I'd like to do is bid 2 hearts and then support spades. If I could splinter in clubs after 2 hearts, would I? Probably not. Okay, so partners bid 3 diamonds. That's fine. That's good news, right? It means our diamonds are working. 3 clubs means partner probably doesn't have a lot of wasted club values. I'm liking the hand more and more. Partner is queuing. This is amazing. Okay. Something to think about in slam auctions is which player is better suited to, I guess in bridge we would say which partner, right? Which partner is better suited to be the one bidding keycard? Because usually, you know, modern slam auctions involve keycard at some point after you've done some cue bidding. Sometimes there's a reason why you can't, but most of the time you establish that it's safe to keycard and then you keycard. And I don't really know, like, I guess it's me. I already know we have every suit controlled, so I could keycard if I wanted. It would be safe. Would I be well positioned to judge the best contract? Maybe. Like, what I really want to know is, like, does partner have the King of Hearts, the Queen of Diamonds? Those are key cards that you can't find out about very easily after a key card. And so from partner's point of view, what does he want me to have? Well, the King of Diamonds, which you can't really find out about very easily. Maybe the Queen of Hearts, just as hard to find out about, so I guess I'll bid 4 no. 2 key cards, 1, 2, and the Queen. So that's all of them. So this is a way to find out about the King of Hearts, at least. Partner has the King of Clubs? Really? West, you know you're unfavorable, right? Wow, that's a gutsy 3-club bid. How do we play this? I guess I cue the King of Diamonds here? See if partner can cue the King of Hearts is how this is supposed to work? Okay. Any chance we're correcting to 7 no? It is match points. We have 5 spade tricks. I think that partner's jump to 7 spades after 6 diamonds probably means that he has the Queen of Diamonds. And, like, that means that suit is kind of running, right? So we have 5 spades, and 2 clubs is 7. Ace of Hearts is 8. If partner has 5 diamonds, that would be 13 without needing any club ruffs. And if partner doesn't have the Queen of Diamonds, we're going to be in trouble in 7 spades anyway? No. Because you can play Ace King of Clubs pitching a diamond and then ruff the last diamond, ruff a 3rd round of diamonds and hopefully set up partner's Ace 10 5th or something. And I think in the BBO field, just getting to any grand should be a decent score. I'm not going to try to be pushy and bid 7 no. Well, I mean, it's guaranteed to make 13 tricks with any trump suit but clubs. I mean, I guess no, not hearts, but anyway, this contract is definitely making. 7 no would be better. By 10 points. I suspect that won't matter too much in this field, which is why I didn't try it. you know, I mean, you can see I was right. Partner had ace queen fifth of diamonds, and that was why my 6 diamonds propelled him to the 7 level. If we could read his mind on that, we could correct a 7 no trump, and it would be fine. I was just concerned he might not have all of this. I guess I didn't think about the fact that partner queuing the king of clubs, it might well be a singleton and therefore wasted. 18 points, another good hand. I don't think it's appropriate to jump to 3 diamonds here. You're allowed to have a maximum sometimes, as they say. Now, over 3 diamonds, I will happily bid. Well, I'm concerned about hearts. I guess you just bid 3 no and hope it works out. Partner hates no trump. Okay, I mean, in that case, let's not play no trump. You got me. Forcing to 4 no trump, by the way. It actually says 4 no. I thought for sure this would tell me that 4 no is key card for diamonds. But it doesn't. 4 no is actually to play. Okay. I don't want to do that. I don't want to disrespect partner's decision. He hates no trump, and let me tell you, if he hates no trump, I probably do too. So I think I'll bid 4 hearts. It's weird because like 4 diamonds isn't slamming, but I kind of think we should go slamming. Okay, partner doesn't like it. Fine. I think I will give up. You were worried about clubs. Interesting. Kind of have mirrored majors. I feel like 3 no would score better than what we've done. Although, I don't know. I guess the diamonds could very well not break, and we only have 1 club stop. You're probably right, partner. Well done. Good bid. Well, we might make 6 after all. I mean, it's not guaranteed yet, but it's looking more likely than it was. Eight and 9? My 7 is looking much better than it did a second ago. We're now guaranteed 5, even if the hearts are 5-2. And we, of course, could make 6. I haven't really been counting, but I don't think the queen is falling when I rough this. So I could just not rough, and then like the jack 10 will both be winners. But also, even if I rough this, I'm still losing at most 1 heart. So I guess I might as well rough and hope the the queen of spades falls and makes the jack winner. It doesn't. Okay, well, making 5. Well bid, partner, I guess. Maybe. I mean, it turns out 3 no would score better because the diamonds run, right? 5. Let's say they find a club lead, club to the jack. But West can't continue clubs. So he plays a heart, which looks safe enough. Then we have 5 diamonds, 2 cards in each major. That's actually still just 600. And if we get too aggressive, well, I guess actually since East has no entries, if we guessed right, we could maybe set up a heart trick, and West, yeah. So double dummy 3 no should do better than 600, but I don't think that'll happen. Single dummy. Could I have done better? I don't think so. Well, maybe I could have looked at the possibility of roughing 2 hearts in the south hand. Ace of hearts, spade, heart ruff. Ace of diamonds, dropping the queen. Now I know the diamond situation. So I could ruff a spade, ruff a heart, high, finesse the 10 of diamonds. Yeah, I should have made 6 actually. Because I can ruff 2 hearts and I just didn't think about it at all. I just drew trump. But when the queen fell, I should have reassessed. Or, well, I guess even before I played any trumps, I should have realized that I had some hearts to get rid of, and wouldn't it be nice to ruff them with these little diamonds? And aren't my entries kind of a problem? Shouldn't I play a spade, unblock the majors, and then take the heart finesse right away, so that when I get back to dummy, I can do it again? Yeah, I think I did not play that correctly. Should have gotten 620. Whoa. A lot of very suitable hands we've been dealt today. I think we can comfortably bid 3 spades here. A strong 4-card raise showing a singleton or void spade, so that if partner will be well placed to decide whether we should bid a slam or not. And he thinks we should. I'm happy to hear it, partner. Let me tell you, I have clubs under control. If you can bid 4 diamonds, I'm going. That's all I needed. Keycard, baby. 0 or 3? I don't think it can be 0. The 4 diamond key card, a Q bid already is like, hey, that shows some strength. That shows the ace, so it can't be 0. But like, what if partner is Q bidding a void or something? People do that sometimes. You can't have 0 key cards and be slamming here. So I think we say, yep. What about the queen? No. Okay. Well, I'll just bid 6 then. So, not a guaranteed 12 tricks, but it looks pretty good, right? If hearts are 3-2, you're pretty much home. You can draw 2 rounds only. Rough dummies, well, I guess declares 2 spades in South's hand. And pitch North's 2 diamonds, on clubs. Play ace, king, queen, pitching a diamond. Rough 1 if the suit broke 4-2. Run club. And then the 5th club will be good to pitch the last diamond loser. So what if trump are not 3-2? Kind of doesn't bear thinking about. That would be pretty bad, I think. In that case, we might be in more of a hurry to rough spades? No, I don't know. The bigger issue would be that if hearts are 4-1, I'm going to lose a lot of trump tricks. If East has all 4 hearts, then after ace-king, I could play a low heart to the jack and lose only 1. But I wouldn't be able to rough anything in the south hand, so I would need the diamonds and clubs to behave a little better. Right, the south or the north hand, for that matter. And if West has all 4 hearts, if East's heart is a singleton honor, I might be okay. I could lead up. Well, I wouldn't have to lead up to 9. I guess I could just lead the jack or something. In fact, I could take a ruff. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, I think I'm just going to play 2 hearts. Does it matter which one I play first? I guess if the ace dropped the queen, would I care? Well, yeah, obviously that would be important, but would I care whether I had led the ace or the king? I guess not. Okay, great. So now I just need the clubs. I need both opponents to follow to this club trick. Great. So I will save us some time. Well, I don't know. I could claim here making 6. But I'll play it out to illustrate the line I was describing earlier. So now this club, triumphant club, gets to pitch the diamond loser. Oh, turns out the diamond's a winner too. How nice. But we'll ruff. And so East could have roughed in several times when I was playing clubs, right? But it never would have done any good. Because he couldn't continue with hearts. So I was kind of just playing out the last, playing out my plan of setting everything up with the expectation that at some point, one of the tricks that it looks like I'm going to win, actually East will win with a heart. But then I can just continue my plan. So, I mean, that should be a good board. I think, a good player would arrive at the same... I don't think I did, something genius. A good player would arrive at the same contract by probably the same auction. And the play is pretty normal, although maybe a better player than me would find a way to cater to 4-1 hearts a bit better. But some BBOers will not... I don't know, actually. I mean, if they don't know about the splinter, they could have problems. I feel like most of BBO knows to splinter here, but maybe not. I mean, certainly not all of them. Maybe it's not even most. I don't know. And the play of the hand is not complicated. And even if you made the mistake of playing on trumps and taking the finesse, turns out the finesse is working. So I think you'd actually make 13 tricks that way. Well, you'd have to guess the diamonds to make 13, right? I don't know. Anyway, it should be, I think, an above average score, but not like a coup. This is kind of an interesting hand. The kind of rule of thumb that modern bidding uses is when partner opens a minor, if you have a major and a longer minor, well, if you have a major and a minor that are both 4 cards or both 5 cards, you just bid the major, of course. But if you have a major that's only 4 cards and a minor that's longer, there's kind of a balance where, the bidding system rewards, the scoring system, I should say, rewards finding major suit fits. And so you might want to bid your major. But also, it rewards finding a good contract, and you might want to bid your longer minor to describe your hand more accurately. And so a popular, although not universal, modern bidding agreement is that if you have enough points to force to game, bid your hand accurately. Bid your longer suit first. So 2 clubs here. And if you only have enough to bid once or maybe invite game, get your major suit out there right away to make sure you don't miss it. And I think that's a perfectly fine agreement. On this hand, it's unclear because my clubs are so meh, and my hand is just barely a game force. I don't think you would be too wrong to bid a heart here. In fact, I think I will. And partner raises. Okay, well, given that I didn't think this hand was a game force, I think I can bid 3 clubs here. 1 spade has made my hand weaker as well, right? The queen of spades is looking poorly placed. Okay, partner doesn't want to go to game. I won't insist. I mean, I could have passed 2 hearts because, like, as I say, the deals are rigged. We know partner doesn't have more than 12 points. But we could have still made a game. And indeed, I think we still might. Losing 2 spades and a diamond or something. Yeah. If the hearts are 3-2, we should make 4 hearts. But they're not. I see. Suddenly there are problems everywhere. West has 4 hearts, huh? Well, I want to make sure we get these spade tricks. So, obviously, like, the clubs are now blocked. I can't cash the ace and king. That was on purpose, because more important than these clubs is dummies spades. And actually, we might well be able to cash this club anyway. If this doesn't get roughed. And if it does get roughed, we're getting... Yeah, this is actually kind of cool. We're going to get this ace of clubs no matter what. West over us, but he can only cash 1 spade, and we know he doesn't have any diamonds. So as long as we pitch here, instead of roughing, West is going to have to play a club. Or actually, I wasn't counting. Maybe he has more spades? No. Great. And we salvage our 9 tricks. I think that should be a great score. It was 80. My best score of the note. There's an 89. Really. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have the results on this thing, so I'm going to have to cross-reference. So board 1, we got a 35. Because I could have passed a spade, basically, I guess. Board 2. I don't know if I got all these match points for showing restraint by passing or for beating the contract. As many as I did. Some of both, I imagine. I think, if anything, the opening lead was the one thing I did right on defense. If you lead a spade, it turns out you don't have enough entries to do everything. Or, well, you could lead 1, but you have to switch, which you wouldn't be likely to do. Board 3, 2 spades made 3. Wasn't this one where it seemed like I could have made more if I had roughed another heart or something? I don't remember the details. Yeah, this one... Who knows why it was 75%. Did somebody forget to get a heart rough, maybe? Board 5, we were in 6 down. Yeah, that's obviously terrible. I still say it's half Gibb's fault. It's all the system's fault, which Gibb followed faithfully and left me in a pickle. Board 6 going 2 down in 4 hearts. Yeah, I should have gone down 1 on this. I should have roughed another diamond high. Sort of forgot that I had that idea. Board 7. 3 hearts. Down 1. What's wrong with this? I guess you could get the clubs right? I don't know. Or, I mean, you could get the spades right, low to the king and then low to the jack, and then you wouldn't need so many entries to do everything. Seems like a weird play. Board 8, we beat 1-0 by 1 trick. Huh. I thought this was a reasonable result. I guess if you overcall 1-0, you find a heart contract. Or if you make the bad bid of doubling, you luck into a heart contract. If you double a spade. Board 9, indeed 7 spades scored well. 7-0 would have scored better, but I don't know how much better. I won't know until the Travelers come out at the end of the event. Board 10, we found... Yeah, I could have made 6 here, right? Yeah, ace of clubs is fine, it says. Oh, I actually can't? Hang on. Show me. So I was imagining after I see the queen that I would play ace of hearts, spade, heart ruff, low, get back to dummy with... Oh, no, I was reading it wrong. Yeah, it is saying I could make an overtrick. Okay, yes. I just forgot what the numbers meant, I guess. Okay. Yeah, so could have done better there, but got an okay score. Board 11. Did well to find 6 hearts. Some of BBO failed to. I assume you can actually make an overtrick. Yeah, if you just, like, get both red suits right, no problem. But I think my line was pretty good. Board 12. Oh, I somehow thought we had gone down in 3 hearts. Okay, anyway, whatever. I did great. I'm curious, actually. Who dropped tricks here? It seems like the defense must have dropped some tricks, right? Nope, just me. I love this game. So I could have made an overtrick. Okay, sure, yeah. Just on the first round of hearts, play low to the 6, obviously. Sure, very funny. Okay, given that I'm not going to find that play, I didn't drop a trick. Great. And I'm glad I was alert to the fact at... Actually, really, I think it was at this point that I realized we were going to score the ace of clubs. I lack entries to the south hand, but West has to give me one. Either we rough this diamond successfully, and then we're in the dummy, or West over-roughs it, and we carefully don't... What says it's fine to rough this? Oh, because East also has to lead a club, sure. But that... I hadn't been counting carefully enough to know that was true, although I guess it was it's something I could have known. So we leave West on lead. He has to play a club. I get to pitch my last diamond, and then the heart's a winner. Okay, well, that's the Super Sunday Daylong. Just a mediocre 53%, but it's fun to play bridge no matter how well you do. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.